I come to your house and ask your ma, I said, where's Ahmed, my son? So she says, he's just gone out. He's coming back just now. Sit down, uncle. I sit down and you come and I embrace you. My son, my son. You're happy, the whole family is happy. But my companion, who doesn't know our relationship, he is asking me, is he really your son? So I says, no. You see this young man, he treats me like a father, like a grandfather, a grand old uncle, and I call him a son. Okay? But instead if I said, yes, he's my begotten son, you know, the meaning changes. What I'm saying now, I'm saying you're a bastard. In a beautiful language, he's my begotten, he's not his father's son, he's begotten by me. What I'm saying, he's a bastard. So he says, uncle, what do you say? I said, no, I don't mean that. I don't mean that. But I'm telling him, my companion, doesn't he look like my son Yusuf? What am I saying? That is a bastard. Astaghfirullah. Can you see? This is for embarrassing you. So, begetting is an animal act. It belongs to the lower animal functions of sex. How can you attribute such a quality to God? So Allah reacts. وَقَالُوا اتَّخَذَ الرَّحْمَنُ وَلَدًا. And they say that Ar-Rahman, the merciful God, has begotten a son. He said, لَقَدْ جِئْتُمْ شَيْئًا عِدًّا. It's one of the most abominable assertion that one can make. The worst swearing you can give Allah is this. Like the worst swearing I can give you is to swear your mother. Anybody, if I swear your mother, it's the worst swearing. Otherwise, you argue and debate with me here, you give me trouble, I say, go man, go, you are a bloody ox. Go, you are a donkey. I say, go, you are a fool. What do? You laugh it off. He said, the old man maybe he's too tired, maybe he's taken some pills, some medicine, you know, he's going off his rocker. You laugh, you laugh. But as soon as I take your mother's name, I say, uncle, I don't want to hear one more word now. Look, I'm going to lose all the respect I have for you. It's already gone. Respect is already gone. Once I take your mother's name, the respect is already gone. But if you want to save your face, you say, look, I'm going to lose all the respect for you. Don't take my mother's name. Don't take my daughter's name. Don't take my wife's name. Call me what you like. Call me donkey, call me ass, call me ox, call me monkey, call me what you like. But don't take my mother's name. Am I right? Don't take my mother's name. So Allah reacts. This is لَقَدْ جِئْتُمْ شَيْئًا إِدَّا. It's the most abominable assertion one can make. تَكَادُ السَّمَاوَاتُ يَتَفَطَّرْنَا مِنْهُ. At it the skies are ready to burst. وَتَنْشَقَّ الْأَرْضُ. And the earth to split asunder. وَتَخِرُّ الْجِبَالُ حَدًّا. And the mountains to fall down in utter ruin. Such a swearing they're giving Allah. If the heavens had feelings like you, emotions like you, Allah says the heaven would have fallen down. And the earth would have split asunder. And the mountains fall down in utter ruin if they had feelings and emotions like you. They are inanimate. They have no feelings, no emotions. You and I, who have feeling and emotions, and this is what they're abusing Allah, the worst swearing they can give Allah is this: how do we react? I'm asking, how do we react? It's a joke. The whole Muslim world, the Arabs and the non-Arabs, the Malaysians, the Pakistanis, the Bangladeshis, the Kenyans, the Ghanaians, Nigerian Muslims all over the world, the whole bang lot of us, we take it as a joke. Allah says, is the worst swearing they're giving me. As if Allah is crying, he said, look what they're swearing me like this. And we laugh, like a monkeys. All of us, The Arab and the Ajam, the whole bang lot. It's a joke for us. Therefore, we are in this plight. When you go home, and your mother tells you, he says, you know my son, this next door, this neighbor, he was swearing me like this. He was calling me a whore, a harlot, a bitch. Can you sleep? Can you eat? Your mother tells you, that guy neighbor, this is how he's swearing your mother. Can you sleep? Can you eat? Enjoy your food? You want to shut up that guy for good. And if you can't do it, it's a hire a gang. Now man costs you 10,000 shillings. He says, do away with him. Shut his mouth for good. Silence him for good. No? Your mother, you love her. Your wife, your daughter, you love them. That's how much we love our wives and daughters. But when Allah cries, it's a big joke. The whole Muslim world, I'm telling you, the whole Muslim world, nobody reacts. Nobody reacts. I haven't come across a single Muslim who reacts to this. Man, the ocean, the people are telling you, Jesus is the only begotten Son, begotten, not made. What do you say to that? Like monkeys, we all laugh. No. What is the true position? The young child, he read beautifully from Surah Maryam, Ayah 27. First is, yes, the miracle that he will speak to the people in childhood and in maturity. In childhood and in maturity. And we look in the surah that the young man read. He read. I don't know what made him to read that. I didn't tell him, Allah. I don't know. I don't know the young man. First time in my life I see him. Why he read these ayahs, I don't know. As he was giving me instructions what to say. As he was giving me instructions, he said, look, uncle, in case you drift off into something, look, he says, look, this is something you should deal with. That's what the young child was telling me. He started reading. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. فَأَتَتْ بِهِ قَوْمَهَا تَحْمِلُهُ. At length, she brought the babe to her people, carrying him in her arms. Previous verses, verse 16 of Surah Maryam. It speaks about Maryam alayhi salam after she became pregnant, and before the delivery of the child, she retired to a remote place in the east for the delivery of the child. And after the child was delivered, she brings the child back to her village, carrying him in her arms. Qalu, they said, the Jews, her people, they said, Ya Maryamu, laqad ji'ti shay'an fariya. So truly an amazing thing has thou brought. Shocked, amazed. We know you're not a married girl. How do you bring about this bastard child walking around shamelessly in the street? That's the insinuation, the charge. Ya Ukhta Haruna, so sister of Harun, coming from such a noble family, ancestry of the Nabis of the Bani Israel in that family. Ya Ukhta Haruna, ma kana abuki imra'a saw'in wa ma kanat ummuki baghiya. He says, your father was not a man of evil, nor your mother a woman unchaste. Insinuating, how is it that you brought this bastard child into the world? Your father was a good man, you come from such a noble family of the prophets of the Bani Israel, and your mother was a good woman. How is this you come about with this bastard child without a husband? What is she to do? Can she tell them? Are these Jews in the mood to listen to her explanation that, look, I heard a voice, the angel of God came to me and gave me the good news of the birth of a holy son? Are they in a mood to listen to her, to accept her explanation? Would you, if your sister came along to you, he says, brother, you know, I heard some voices and now I'm carrying a baby, you believe her? Your own sister, you know, she never lied to you in her life. But now she's telling you she heard voices and she's carrying a baby. You believe her? Your mother, in the absence of your father for a long time, your mother says she had a dream and now she's carrying a baby. You believe her? How can you believe this Jewess? How can anybody believe her? He says she heard voices and now she's carrying a baby and she delivered a baby. What is she to do? She knew that this child was no ordinary child. So, فَأَشَارَتْ إِلَيْهِ, so she points to the babe and ask him. Ask him. They said, قَالُوا كَيْفَ نُكَلِّمُ مَنْ كَانَ فِي الْمَهْدِ سَبِيًّا. Said, how can you talk to one who's a child in the cradle, the baby? How can you talk to a baby? And by a miracle, Hazrat Isa alayhi salam spoke from his mother's arms. So, قَالَ إِنِّي عَبْدُ اللَّهِ, most certainly I am the servant of Allah. آتَانِيَ الْكِتَابِ, He's given me revelation. وَجَعَلَنِي نَبِيًّا, and He has made me a prophet. He defended his mother against an unbelieving audience from his mother's arms as an infant. First miracle of Jesus. Copying. Muhammad copied this. From your book, your first miracle of Jesus in the Bible. I'm opening Gospel of St. John. Gospel of St. John. John, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. The first miracle. Chapter 2. The first miracle.